Now let us continue with this victorious crusade against these worthless mutants and their troubled owners. I need to rant. Every now and then I have to get a lot of things off my chest, because it annoys me when I hear dog nuts say that dogs were created by God, or that they are God's animals, God's creatures. To a person who does not believe in God, it is the same as saying that dogs are a product of nature. They are not. Let's be clear about this. Nature never created dogs. Nature never intended for dogs to exist on this planet. Degenerate mutations leaves an organism worse off than it was before. It is the exact opposite of evolving. Floppy ears, for example, are not as effective for hearing. They have been proven to be a mutation. This is not rocket science. Your ear is not supposed to cover your ear canal. If you put a large funnel-shaped object around your ears, your hearing becomes more sensitive. This is why people hold their hand up behind their ear to hear better, or put a cup up to a wall to hear through it. To go from that to having your ears covered up reduces your hearing. That is a mutation. In the wild, they would not be as effective at detecting prey or predators. They also provide a good environment for parasites, right? Ticks, bacteria, yeast infections. Dog nuts know this. This is exactly why many of them have their dog's ears cut off. What type of creature needs its ears cut off in order to have better ears, to be more comfortable and healthy, to improve their hearing? Those are the ears of a degenerate mutant. It's exactly what dogs are. They're not real, natural animals. You look at pugs, bulldogs, boxers. Look at their short, ugly faces. It is well known that this is a deformity. Their faces, snouts, have mutated so badly that their faces have basically been smashed in. It is such a recessive mutation that they have difficulty breathing. Many of you dog nuts who have these types of ugly mutts are fully aware of this. If these mutants were set free in the wild, they would not be able to run very far without running out of breath. That is a degenerate mutant. What type of animal is unfit to live in the wild? Only a mutant, something that was created by man. By nature's standard, dogs are on a level beneath all other animals. And nature's standard is all that matters. They are beneath real, natural animals. And if dogs were set out into the wild, nature itself would see to it that they were wiped out. Long fur is a mutation. It is a burden. It hangs in front of the dog's eyes. It increases the chances of eye infections. There are parasites in the dog's hair. Again, you dog nuts are fully aware of this. Many dogs go blind because of it. Quintessential example of a mutation. A lion's mane has long fur, but it grows perfectly at a distance around its face to not hinder the animal, only protect it, to make it more efficient at defending itself. Long hair on a mutt makes it more vulnerable, reduces its vision. What animal on earth has such problems with their own physical body? No animal other than a mutant. Short legs are a mutation. In the wild, they would be forced to run around certain obstacles rather than leap over them. They would tire quicker. In order to catch prey, they would have to use an element of surprise and be close enough to catch it using short sprints. This works against a carnivore. Nature does not design carnivores with these types of impairments. These are mutants. They're not God's creatures. They were not created by nature. They are man-made, disgusting mutants. Now, it would be bad enough if people were as obsessed with natural animals as they are with dogs. But the fact that dogs are actually mutants, it is even more embarrassing to mankind. If it's true that dogs actually came from wolves, then you cannot say they evolved from wolves. They mutated from wolves. Although I place wolves in the same category as dogs, they are not mutated in the way dogs are. Wolves do not have floppy ears, short legs, hair that hangs across their faces. Many of us hear dogs barking at nothing, non-stop. Wolves don't do that. Many people have wondered if wolves are even able to bark at all. Many of you have stood there and watched a stupid mutt as it was barking at nothing, non-stop, and you were dumbfounded, thinking to yourself, what a stupid animal. What other animal are you able to do that with? No other animal causes us to scratch our heads at their behavior. It is because dogs are retarded, degenerate mutants. Look at their overall behavior compared to real animals. They are very awkward and unnatural. No other animal is as fidgety and clumsy, full of anxiety, constantly moving aimlessly, running into things, unable to keep its composure, getting paranoid all the time and scared at the most non-aggressive movement and sound, looking in all directions aimlessly, breathing hard as hell. Other animals will look in different directions, observing their surroundings. Dogs look around as if they hear voices coming from all directions. It is completely aimless. They are retarded, always making sounds, grunting, moaning, sneezing in reverse, right? Rather than exhaling when they sneeze, they inhale and makes this disgusting sound. Google reverse sneezing. All you see is photos of these mutants. It is not something that is common in any other animal because dogs are mutants. Always physically violating people, invading their personal space and their person. It is retarded behavior, mutant behavior. I showed where this mutt got trapped in the jaws of a crocodile. Stupid mutt went right up to it and stuck its face in the croc's mouth as it was wide open, warning that stupid mutt, which ended up getting death rolled. Google wrinkles in animals. All you see is photos of these worthless mutants. Dog nuts are well aware that dogs get yeast infections in their wrinkles, bacteria. It is a warm, dark environment. How does this benefit the dog? No other animal has as many deformities as dogs. Floppy ears, wrinkles. They're mutants. These mutts' own bodies just overlapping itself. A suitable host for ticks and bugs, fleas, infections, right? Bacteria, parasites, fur growing over their faces and eyes. Worthless mutt can't even see. Catching eye infections and going blind. That is a mutant. Can't even catch prey because their legs are too short. Can hardly breathe because their faces are smashed in. Sneezing backwards. Eating their own vomit and shit. and piss every other day. They got some skin infection that their dog nut owners can't figure out. Drooling all over their surroundings. That is a mutant, born with a built-in stench. If this is not the description of a mutant, what is? And these people have the nerve to project dogs as superior to other animals. As soon as they see dogs getting the same treatment that pigs and cows get every day, they act like it's a crime, as if dogs are cleaner and smarter than pigs and cows, are more natural, special, as if dogs are the only normal, natural animals. So they deserve rights. They deserve to live. They deserve a home. They deserve love. Animal worship. It is disgusting. You can even hunt other animals, kill other animals for sport, using dogs to do so, as if dogs are a higher form of life than other real animals, as if they deserve to live, and other natural animals, you can kill them for sport, for fun, and have your dogs kill them. Mutants. Ridiculous. Even though other animals are far more peaceful. A team of researchers tried to figure out why mountain lions don't attack people more often. Get a load of that. They equipped these mountain lions with a tracking device and found out that even when mountain lions have made a kill and is feeding on it, they will usually abandon it if they even hear the sound of human voices. Mountain lions. Very similar to domestic cats. They don't want to hurt you. Dogs want to hurt you. They hear your voice, they track you down. They see you from afar, they start barking, lunging. The most aggressive by far, because they are mutants. Aggressive behavior is common among mutants. A good example is the mutated green crab, I believe of Europe. They are described as mean and aggressive. All mutants in movies and games are depicted as aggressive because physical mutation is often accompanied by behavior mutation. No other animal gets called ugly as often as dogs. It is difficult for some people, myself included, to look at dogs without feeling grossed out and disgusted and uncomfortable. They look like monsters, mutated, deformed creatures rather than animals, because that is exactly what they are. They look so dumb and ugly, I get upset when their faces are forced upon viewers during movies and commercials. Always trying to force their disgusting faces onto everybody as if they're so special and beautiful, and that everybody should love them and want to rub on them, as if they deserve a special place in human society. So they're constantly trying to project dogs onto the population in hopes that more and more people will find them appealing so that you can throw your money out the window to pay for and maintain a worthless, food-obsessed, mutated scavenger. If you are a religious person, then you are dead wrong. Dogs are not created by God, nor were they created by nature. They do not fit properly into any environment on earth. They don't belong in human territory, nor are they properly equipped to survive in the wild. Classic description of a mutant. And these people are trying to convince us that dogs are angels sent from heaven, that they should live inside of our homes and be taken care of for nothing. They are biological experiments gone wrong, genetic mistakes. And it would be a dream come true if they all magically disappeared right now. A civilization without dogs should be the civilization the humans strive for. They are the only animals that make life on earth less enjoyable. Even though these dog nuts would simply find another animal to live with, because dog nuts' true problem is that they're not evolved. They feel like a wild animal themselves. But without dogs on Earth, at least we wouldn't have to look at their ugly faces anymore. We wouldn't have to hear their loud, constant barking. Hospitals would not see 500,000 mauled kids in the ER every year. Right? Our water would be considerably cleaner. We could enjoy our land without trying to avoid piles of dog shit that these disgusting dog nuts never pick up. And if these dog nuts find some other animal to force onto others in society, at least it won't be an ugly, stinking, worthless mutant.